Well, there's some sights to be seen this time of the year. This is May the 11th. And down here at the end of the driveway, we got some witch's broom in bloom. Or some people like to call it Scotch broom. How about this one here? Ooh, the bloomin' broomin'. Isn't that pretty? All sorts of pretty red colors for the spring too. And yes, pretty critters too. Yes, we like you too, Pumbaa. But man, wouldn't you think it's fall? And if the animals don't strip these plums, we might have plenty to eat. Usually they're not ready, they're not ready, they're not ready. And then right about the time they get ready, something comes and climbs that tree and just eats them all overnight. And boom, they're gone. Hey, Pumbaa. There's another one. Gorgeous red. And as we come up toward the barn, beautiful Photinia fall colors. The new growth comes out red and then turns green in a few weeks. And then there's this maple next to the barn. The spring colors are as pretty as the fall. Now this lilac here doesn't ever do much, but right next door, wow. Wish I could send the fragrance over the video with you. And then next door to that, kind of over in the shade here, this is actually our favorite one. We love this color. And we're about ready to boot the inhabitants of the greenhouse out for the summer. Look at those tomatoes. Hee. They're just in gallon pots right now, but they're getting to be a good 3 feet tall. Probably going to have a rude awakening when they have to endure a 40-degree night. There's a bobcat over there in the grass in front of the house. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. The garden is in. Basically put it in today. Trying a little experiment this year with deep mulch, deep wood chip mulch. So last fall I probably got on about 6 to 10 inches of wood chip mulch in most areas. And it did settle quite a bit over the winter, but there was still in some areas maybe 6 inches deep. And so all I did to plant this year, I did not rototill. The deep mulch advocates say, oh no, don't do that because you'll just bring all the weed seeds to the top. And so all I did was scratch through the rows, where you can kind of see where I just watered them, but scratch down to through the wood chips to the soil, and then put the seeds on top and backfilled with wood chips. So we'll see how that goes. This year we got some, I think I've mentioned before, some new raspberries over here. This little thing that sprouted here is not a plant, that's a mole trap, which produced a couple this week, and already the big birds have been by to pick up their supper, and they appreciated that. So, and we got the tomatoes in the other day. This is the old raspberries. So we got the new ones down here that are coming along, and the old ones. And we'll see which we like better. And then, like I say, today I got in almost all the rest of the garden from the tomatoes over. So what do we have? We have peppers here in the little, hopefully critter-proof, critter resistant anyway, cage here. And we have beans. We have bush beans and pole beans. I'm going to try pole beans this year. Then we got 4 rows of corn here and 6 hills of zucchini. You say, well, oh boy, are we masochists? Why did we plant 6 hills of zucchini? Well, we're hoping to give some away to the local gleaner this year and support them a little more. And with this extra room, 4 rows of corn, if it actually produces, is way more than we need. And we'll be giving that away too. So, and then hopefully all those tomatoes, mostly Roma tomatoes, a couple of cherry tomatoes here on the end, and hopefully they'll all come in. They go to salsa, and we do a pretty good job of eating that salsa that Terry makes. Cherries are coming along. Don't sit under the cherry tree. No, I guess that's the apple tree, with anybody else but me. Not sure the apples are doing too well. I don't think the fruit set real well this year. I'm not sure what went wrong, but blossomed well, but I don't see a lot of developing apples. So we may have a year that's a little thin on apples. There's a few here, but not a lot. Pears look like they're doing a little better. We're showing a few of those. And then down here we have the back row of, these are a couple of raspberries. And our little baby blackberries are coming along. These are Triple Crown blackberries right here. Some of them are brand new this year. These were starts from last year, but I got them really tiny, so they just kind of held on through the summer, and then glad to see they're taking off this year. And then over here we have some Marion berries that also kind of hung on through the summer. Hopefully they'll take off a little more this year. They're already doing better than last year. And then progress report on the vineyard. The grapevines are taking off, and I don't know if you can hear the Jaws music playing. Bump, 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 bump. They start growing fast now. Our plums look pretty decent this year. Got a few of those going. And I do like this little plum tree. It didn't do much last year. It must have took the year off, but this year it looks like it's coming on strong. Well, here we are, May 22nd. Beautiful day. Getting one last burn day in here. So some tree trimmings from around the place. Bring up your hot dog. Well, here we are at the 29th of May on Labor Day week, or not Labor Day, Memorial Day, but I'm laboring anyway. And we're getting ready to start working on this wood shed here. Kind of got it prepped, and so this older part here needs a new roof, and it actually needs to get rid of this. Oops, there we go. Get rid of this. So take that off. I think the 2x4s look pretty good. They're pretty decent down here. Supports. So strip that off, strip this off, and the roofing, and replace that. So, and then we have this section down here that was kind of this little add-on later on. And you can tell me if you think it's ready for retirement. So how about I don't know, this part here, maybe dig a hole in there. So that's what's kind of holding that up, and I'm not sure there's much in between the several layers of I'm not sure how that was put together exactly. Creatively. And the post going down there is, that post is actually pretty strong. That's a strong old cedar, split cedar post. That's in decent shape, but that's going to come out. I'll get replaced and actually use a cement footing there. Okay, so what we got here is I'm starting to pull off. There's about 3 or 4 layers of corrugated metal on top, and then under that there's a few layers of this corrugated fiberglass stuff too. So I don't know if Dad hit a surplus sale on corrugated materials or not. Okay, so here's the framing of that now that the corrugated material is off. So this just kind of hung out there somehow, loose I guess, tied down over on that end, supported by a block. And we had a well-loved 4x4 out here. And along here we had a kind of a little groove for the stuff to fit into. So, such as it was. And we even have a spit and baling wire, or at least barbed wire, holding something together there. I'm not sure what. Well, it's, you know, it's with a touch of sadness we take down the last few pieces of this, this piece of creative farm history, I guess. You know, an antique person might even say it's a Depression era piece, in the sense of maybe how we did things in the Depression. Okay, well, we made a little progress today. Got all of the back calf shed done and almost half of the wood shed pulled off and ready to go to the dump. Here's Mama Turkey Bird sitting on her nest. A little bit nervous about me. Right in the shade of the barn here. Oh, gonna get up and stretch, huh? You gonna show me what you got? Can I look? Just gonna run off and abandon the kids, huh? Okay. So there's what we got. Wow, what do we got? 3, 6, 9, 11 eggs in there. How about that?